Hey everybody, this is Dave Gleason from Athletic Revolution with another video for the IYCA, the International Youth Conditioning Association. And this is another question I really wanted to answer for you guys. A lot of times we get the question, does your programming change during the summer months, summer vacations? This is a great time to answer this question because all around the country, that's where we are for school, at least public schools. Private schools here are already out. Our public schools here in the state of Massachusetts are out within the next few weeks. So, you know, what happens? It's yes and no, and this is the reason why I say that. Our programming rolls over all the time. What doesn't change is this, how we format our templating. And if we look at a long-term athletic development model, what are we really trying to accomplish? And that's physical literacy, develop a physical culture, and increase the amount of skill they have, movement skill acquisition. So with that all being said, just to summarize how we want to really look at programming for our kids and not getting caught up in the urgency of, well, fall sports are 3 months away. All sports just about are year-round at this point. That set aside, we need to do what's right for the kids, and long-term athletic development tells us that skill acquisition takes a long time. We're dealing with human beings changing organisms on a daily basis as they're growing. They're changing physiologically, biologically, everything is changing. So therefore, just to summarize once more, if we're dealing with 6 to 9-year-old kids, we want to make sure that there's free play in the beginning, so you can have transition games and ways to get them out of their world into yours, get them dialed into what you're doing. The next thing that you want to do is movement exploration and discovery. Let them discover how to move better with simple cueing, okay? The next thing that we look at is object manipulation, whether it's a ball, a PVC pipe, a closed loop resistance band, you name it, can they manipulate and control an object well? Further on down the line, as a part of that is coordination training, rhythm, reactivity, kinesthetic differentiation, spatial awareness, balance. Get all of that in there. Then you anchor everything with gameplay and things that involve cooperation. In a nutshell, that's how you lay it out, and then it's plug and play. What activities best serve your young athletes for each one of those things? If we go up the ladder, up the chain a little bit, age-wise and skill-wise, ability-wise, 10 to 13-year-olds, now we want to look at a few different things. You can introduce foam rolling, teach them how to take care of their bodies that way. Now you really want to start to dig into active range of motion and muscle activation, allowing them and teaching them how to turn on all those little muscle groups that they may never hear about, and hopefully they don't unless they're injured and they're a physical therapy clinic. Let's get them using those stabilizing muscles so their global movers can do their jobs as well. Again, let's work on enhanced coordination training. Okay? But before that, let's actually start to add in general prep. Let's teach them how to warm up correctly. So we've gone, again, with the 10 to 13-year-olds, we started with active range of motion, muscle activation, general prep, coordination training, all the same elements. Now you can start to introduce systemic strength training too. Bear crawls, lunges, squats, you name it, push-ups. Teach them the basics. Get them to increase their skill, even some bar skills. Use PVC pipes, lighter weighted bars, medicine balls, resistance bands, and it goes on and on and on. Don't forget about gameplay and cooperation for this group as well, especially in terms of how that transfers in the sport and life. Use those gameplay elements to get more out of them with conditioning and help them get the most out of what you're teaching them for sport and life moving forward. So for 6 to 13 years old, in a nutshell, programming doesn't change in the summertime, but it does. What we don't get caught up in though is the urgency of we need to get faster now, stronger now, just because it's the summer. Okay, they're the same kids. Your programming should be the same. It should be developmentally appropriate for those kids. So I hope that gets you thinking, because that's what we like to do here at the IYCA, right, is to get you guys thinking about what's optimal for the kids that you're serving. I hope you're doing well. Hope to see you soon. Take care.